Hey guys, it's Mike. I'm going to go over a very important subject, and that's stress. Stress is a huge factor in our health, and it comes in a lot of different forms. So I want to go over 4 different ways you can experience stress and how it might affect your health. Okay? So on one end, we have emotional stress. That's what people are most familiar with. Okay? Emotional stress. And then we have dietary stress, exercise, and then environment. Okay? Emotional stress. One of the leading researchers in stress is Robert Sapolsky out of Stanford University. And he said on a documentary that the two main fundamental principles of emotional stress is a lack of predictability and a lack of control. Okay? So you experience the most emotional stress in parts of your life where you have the least amount of control. Okay, when situations become uncontrollable for you, and a lack of predictability. Okay, imagine you've agreed on, it's going to be impossible to read this, but that's the predictability. Imagine you've agreed in principle on a job interview for a job that you might have in the future, but you haven't interviewed for it yet, and they haven't told you a date for the interview. So you have a lack of control over the situation. They're the one scheduling the date and reaching out to you. And you have a lack of control over this situation. You're not the one deciding on whether or not you get the job. That's very stressful. Okay, so those two components equal emotional stress. Dietary. Okay, diet. Poor diet. So too low calorie can increase metabolic stress. Too high calorie and bad foods. Okay. So meaning like highly processed foods, foods that are very high in sugar, can cause blood sugar swings, back up in your detoxification processes, in the liver. So this is going to be a big point going forward in some of these videos you'll see after this. Diet is a huge stressor or a huge help to relieve stress, but is also very controllable. Exercise. Not too many people realize this. Too much exercise is a huge stressor on the body. Okay? And then also sedentarism. On the other end of the scope, sitting around too much creates postural deficits, slouching, back pain. Okay? Too little exercise. And then also poor movement. Okay? Poor movement health. If your body's not doing what you want it to do when you need to do it, okay, say that when you squat down, your knees cave in and you slouch forward and lose your breath, that's very stressful on the body, and a lot of people do not have very good joint command. Okay, so you can experience a lot of pain, a lot of problems, or seemingly unrelated problems due to your movement health. So poor movement health. Okay, and that says movement. Okay, environment. That can mean a lot of things. Okay, so on one hand, your house could be filled with toxins, whether it's cleaners or if you live through the lead-based paint era, asbestos, so serious environmental problems. Or it could be your relationships. Your crazy-ass ex-girlfriend could be a hazard to your environment. Okay, if you are the average of your 5 best friends, so the relationships you keep start developing your mood. It makes your world. So pay attention to these 4 things. If you look at stress from an emotional, dietary, exercise, and environmental standpoint, my challenge to you is to pick one of these 4, kind of evaluate your life right now and see which one is the most controllable, and you can create a predictable and controllable environment for yourself and help relieve some stress. So that's one way to approach stress in these 4 aspects. Okay? Good luck with it, and let me know if you have any questions.